Hey everyone, thank you for joining me. So my plan was to do a Cold Steel 4MAX review for you guys. But as you guys can see, I am running out of daylight and I have no idea where I am here in Utah. I searched up a river to do some fly fishing and Google sent me down a weird rabbit hole. But I'm a little disappointed about the river. However, I'm not disappointed about the location. As you guys can see, this is a beautiful view. I'm actually going to camp out right here. Really excited for it, and I will give you guys that full review in the morning, which I'll probably hike down there. There is a nice high hill to the left. I might even go up there and do a little hike in the morning, get that blood pumping. But that is the plan, and I will see you guys in the morning. Good morning, everyone. So as you guys can tell, I found a different location. I found a really nice lake here in Colorado, so completely different state than last night. But it was really windy where I was the other night, so I just needed a better place so I could actually talk to you guys and you guys could hear me a lot better. But let's just get right into it. So the Cold Steel 4MAX is an awesome knife. I love this knife. I think it's perfect, especially for outdoor use or camping. And I guess we can get into the likes of this knife, the things I really do like the most. I do like the steel. It's AUS 10A steel, which isn't the greatest, but I do like that steel for an outdoor use knife because, well, basically you can take a rock from a lake or a river and sharpen it back up, so you know, you don't have to deal with that fancy steel. Another thing I like is the GRN handles. I would prefer G10, however, they do have steel liners on this knife, as you guys can see. So it does give it some structure, some strength and durability. You do have a pocket clip that works, I think it works well. Now, some people have an issue with the shape of it, but then again, I could always create my own pocket clip, so no issue there. I love the triad lock. As you guys know, Cold Steel makes a solid lockup. And what else do I like about it? I do like the jimping. It's very deep. It's not aggressive, but it's very deep, and you definitely get a good purchase on it, and your thumb definitely sticks into that jimping. So love it for that specific reason. And the generous front finger choil here, as you can see right there, it allows you to choke up and really get close up on some fine cutting, which I happened to do earlier on my trip in Bend, Oregon. So it just allowed me to whittle some sticks, create some little toothpicks, and I didn't get any video footage of that, so sorry about that. However, I did get some footage of me chopping a branch so my buddy and I could hang up our backpacks away from our tents. So I'll put some video footage of that up. You guys can check that out. And I gotta say, one thing I learned about chopping with this blade or with this knife is when you choke up on the back end of it, you can get a lot more chopping action, which worked out really well, cutting that little branch. And I haven't sharpened it with a stone yet, but I might be doing that here pretty soon, just to see how well it sharpens up from a stone. And honestly, I don't think I got any damage on the blade after chopping and whittling that the wood. Now, it is a bit on the heavy side, but I don't mind that. It lets you know that it's in pocket, and I think that really adds to the strength and the hard use of this knife. So those are the likes. Oh, I forgot to mention one thing. There is a hole here right by the front finger choil where you can put, I guess you can put a stick, or you can find a piece of metal that fits through there, which I highly doubt the triad lock would ever break, but to put your mind at ease, you could always put a little rod through there in case it does break or decide to close on you. So you do have that bit of a safety feature, which is nice. And I do like the stone wash finish on their blades. I think they look really good. Some people don't like it. I do. I do prefer an etch and stone wash blade, which this will definitely get. And just to let you guys know, I will be customizing this knife here very soon. Really excited to put some interesting materials on it. I'm not going to tell you guys the specifics, but it will be happening soon. So that's pretty much all the things I love about this knife. And the only thing, or really the only issue I have with this knife is when it's closed, the tip of that blade, you can see right there by the back spacer. So it does, the grip here, or the handles, or the liners, sorry, do cover the tip of the blade, and the back spacer could go a hair higher. But I did record it on my fly fishing trip in Bend, Oregon, so I'm gonna let my younger self explain a little more in depth about that. And I just wanted to point out one gripe I have with the Formax, and if you guys just want to come in here real quick, I want to show you something. So it doesn't happen all the time, but it happens more oftentimes than I don't want it to. So as you can see, when the Formax is in pocket, it's not all pants, but most pants, you can see right there, there's the blade, and you can see my pocket. See that? I'm not happy with that. So what happens is I put it in my pocket, and you know, it gets situated. You know, you're hiking, you're moving, it's constantly moving back, and as you can see, it's poking my pants or my shorts. And the scary part is when I try to pull it out, is the blade will sometimes get stuck in there. It's not, I'm going to make sure it doesn't do it right now, but just going to be careful. What happens is that tip will catch in there, and then it opens up, and then I pull it out open, and it almost gets me every time. So I think when I customize this knife, what I'm going to do is basically I'm going to take this back spacer, I'm going to customize my own where it goes actually pretty high, so then I can eliminate that issue, because that's one thing I noticed. Thank God I brought it with me to get a full experience with it. So that is my main issue, and I really don't like that. So hopefully Cold Steel will fix that. If not, that's where I come in and customize my knife to where I like. So that's just one of the things I wanted to point out to you guys and let you guys know about it. So as you guys could see from that little video, it does cut up your pants, or in that case, my shorts. Now, I did find out if your pockets, I can't really explain it. I'll try to get some video footage of it, but the pants that I'm wearing now, the pocket clip allows it to sit a little bit above that pocket clip, and it won't allow the tip to go below the pant line, if that makes any sense. But so far I've been carrying it and it hasn't chewed it up. It gets close, it gets very close, but it doesn't do it with these pants. I guess jeans are a lot better, but those shorts, and I guess the looser material of pants or shorts that you're wearing, will allow that tip to actually go a little bit lower and actually dig into it and cut your pants. But then again, the way I carry this knife usually is in my backpack when I'm going camping or just on a hike. So really, even that issue is not that big of a deal. But if you are worried about that, that's just one thing to look out for. But overall, I really, really like this knife. Again, it's solid, it's strong, it's beefy. I mean, it can chop. Again, I haven't had to sharpen this thing, and just, I don't know, I really, really like it. However, I do carry the 8010 more, just because it's a little bit smaller. I'd say it's just about as strong. Personally, I can fix that issue, so more than likely, it's definitely going to happen. I'll be creating my own back spacer where it goes just a little bit higher. You can see that gap. I'm just going to make it go just a tad higher, and then I'll do a test run. I'll pocket it, and I'll get back to you guys on how it performs and messes with the pocket, and hopefully it doesn't cut into it. So that's my full review on the Cold Steel Formax Scout. Excellent knife, highly recommend it for outdoor use. And that's pretty much it, you guys. As always, thank you for the support. Really, really appreciate it. And as always, I will see you guys on the next one.